I'm going now.
Alright, so we have a combination belt sander and disc sander. On your safety test, there's a separate belt sander and a separate disc sander. Just realize that these are combined here. One of the first things when you walk up to this, I need you to remember that this hose needs to be connected to it. Okay? I have that off so it's easier to clean on the interior of it. And then also make sure that you've opened the tube here that goes to the vacuum system. Alright, so we have the disc sander. One of the other things I want to make sure is the table is secure. I'm going to look at my belt sander, make sure that's secure while I'm thinking of it. And then I've already checked to make sure that this is set at a 90 degrees to my disc. Now, if I wanted to do something at an angle, then I would adjust that and then I would measure to make sure that I'm getting the angle that I want. Alright, so one of the things that you need to remember is that this disc turns a certain direction. So if I turn it on, you can see that it goes this way. So the downstroke is on this side of the table. So I can go a little bit to center and come this direction. Now you can see right here, someone kept sanding right in one spot, ruining that part on the disc. You always are supposed to be moving. Always. So I can tell that someone in Construction 2 probably needs to take their test again because they're not moving it and they've ruined that part of the sandpaper. So I need to remove that, put it on there. Usually sitting here on this table is a large eraser, and we use that to clean out all the gunk out of the disc. So sanding right here from kind of by the center and then to the outside. Obviously you want to remember that you don't want to get your fingers in there, okay? So not only is that a pinch point, that'll sand off some of your skin, your fingernails and stuff like that. Typically you're going to have what kind of distance between a table and a moving part?
1/4 inch.
1/8 of an inch to a 1/16 of an inch. Okay?
Should have remembered that.
Yeah, but that's all right. So I'm going to go ahead and have someone turn on the vacuum. I'll start that so that you can see just the basics of how the disc works. So I'll turn this on.
You can also burn the wood if you keep it on there too long.
Yep, that's a good thing. Go ahead and leave the vacuum on. That's a good thing to remember. If you keep the wood in one spot too long, not only does it ruin your disc, but it can burn your wood. Okay? So that's why you want to have constant movement. Now, obviously, I'm just doing this freehand just as a demonstration. But you'll have certain measurements that you're going to have to be able to stand to. So you have to stay within those parameters. So I'm going to go ahead, that's the basics of the disc sander. Again, you're responsible to study all the safety factors, okay?
Want me to keep
Belt
recording?
sander, yeah, just keep going. Belt sander. So belt sander, similar to the disc sander as far as distance, the table needs to be from the belt. What's that distance? 8 to 16. Now, this can be adjusted to come down, but in this class for Construction 1, we haven't had to do that. But you can make adjustments to it to bring it down.
Should they come over here?
You guys see me? It's going to be the same principles. Alright, so I'm going to be turning it on, and again, you're moving it along the belt. You do not put a lot of pressure into it. Remember the story I said? That one kid that he put a bunch of pressure into it, and he's forcing it down when it was in the lower position, forcing it down, and the piece of wood moved out, and his fingers went down right into the belt. I've never seen that happen before. I hope I never see it again. But you don't put a lot of pressure into it.
Seconds.
Always moving the wood along the belt. You can also take the miter gauge if you need more support, or you need to sand in an angle and put it in here and move it along the miter groove. That's it.